Hey, you guys, it's totally Footbags time. Hey, you guys, it's totally Footbags time. It's Footbags time. Play it again. It's Footbags time. Yeah, it's Footbags time. You guys, let's go. It's Footbags time. Come on. It's Footbags time. Yeah. It's Footbags time. A word up. It's Footbags time. In the depths. Oh shit.
Footbags.
That was my cue. I almost missed it. It's Footbags time. Jeez Louise. It's Footbags time. Hi, everybody. This is Footbags live from the depths. My name is Footbags. Hi. It says Footbags on the screen to the left and right, denoting that my name is Footbags. Now, this right here is Footbags live from the depths number 182. 182 weeks. We missed a couple, but you know, most of them. We come to these depths in this room and project this glowing rectangle of, well, eyeball busting glitchy crap onto the internet while we make some beats. We're grabbing loops, we're playing around with noises, we're just having fun. We're having a good time. If something cool comes out of it, hey, that's a bonus. If everything just kind of falls apart and gets totally ruined, well, hopefully we learned something in the process and had a good time regardless. Hopefully. There's not many times we've come down to the depths and been like, well, that sucked and was a complete waste of time. We don't always walk away with like solid gold bangers, but you know, it's the process. It's the practice. It's the fun. It's the doing it. It's the finding the noises. It's the, hey, you could use the same noise 17 different times in 17 different ways. One of them is going to be great. Hopefully. It might not, but you know, keep trying. And that goes for me as much as it does for everybody else. We've got blizzing siddles on the wall behind us this evening. The Mall Brokes classic bluesing sordles happening on the wacky wall. It's getting wacky. I'm feeling these kind of light purples and greens with little bits of orange and yellow and stuff kind of coming in and out. Pink. There's some pink. It's a good time. Yeah. So we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna make some beats. We're gonna loop some loops. We'll probably start with drums. We'll probably add things to those drums, as just like we like to do. One of these weeks, probably not this week, but one of these weeks, one of the things I want to do is I'm not sure how to broadcast the screen of my phone. It's not the smartest phone. I don't have the cords to do the things properly, and even if I did, it's Android, so who knows what's going to work or not. But I have been making a lot of beats in Koala Sampler on Sundays when I'm waiting for one of my kids at gymnastics class. So I've got a bunch of those. They're taking up a ton of space on my phone. And at some point in time, I'm going to go through them all, pick which ones, record them in for posterity, get some variations with effects and whatnot, have some fun. We might do that. We might do that in the depths, just for kicks. But if I can't figure out a good way for to see what's happening on the phone screen, then we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It might be something fun to do to switch it up a little bit, and double whammy. We'll record these beats instead of leaving them up to the temperamental fate of phones and their memory processes and whatnot. Because some of them I kind of like. I've been using it for a while. If you're not down with Koala Sampler and you make beats, check it out. It's dirt cheap for what it does. You can use. I think it's on many platforms now. I think you can just get it on PC or Mac as well as mobile devices, iPhones, Androids, whatever, iPads. You can do lots of things with it, and it's become more and more integrated with other software to just expand it. If you're using a Apple product, you can use Ohm with it to. I've never really looked into it, but I know you can run multiple instances. You can incorporate it with VST stuff, and it just really expands the use. But check out Koala Sampler. It's, a sampler sequencer. It's got a little mixer in it now. It's got some effects. You can do some fun stuff with it. It's pretty good. It started out a little more stripped down, as these things do. I'm a FL Studio guy from back when it was Fruity Loops version 2 point something, and you had your little 8-track grid, whatever. No audio, no multi-tracking, no nothing. Just MIDI sequencing and whatever. So that's the trajectory I am accustomed to. It started smaller. It has expanded a lot. And it's taken up several gigabytes of space on my phone between the beats I've made and the samples I've loaded on there to make them with and what have you, and blah, 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 blah. So we might do that on stream. Maybe. We'll see. It'll be something. Another thing, before we actually get into stuff, if you're unaware, I do have a Footbags Patreon where on a monthly basis, I make these little sample packs, 15 to 20 samples. There's nothing huge, nothing crazy. Why was I bringing that up? I mean, aside from just being like, yo, check it out. No, there was a reason for it. Oh yeah, I'm going to start doing other things with that as well, because the sample packs are you got to be on tier $5 or higher. I think there's only one higher if anybody really wants to just like, I hate money, here, have a bunch of it. But there are smaller tiers that I'm not neglecting, but I'm not doing a lot for. So I've got a couple things in the barrel as just Patreon incentives, cool things for the patrons. So that's in the mix. One of them's just a nice collection of nice little mix of beats from the last, 20-some years that are on the more chill side. It's chilly down with the Footbags. And I'll probably do another one with the, more beats that they'll put a little pep in your step kind of thing. So watch for that. And it'll be, it'll be up on YouTube and whatever else, but it'll be like a free download for patrons or something. Just a little something else to give back. If you go on Patreon, just search Footbags or Capt, C-A-P-T Footbags, you'll find it. There'll be a picture of me. It'll say Footbags. That's how you know I've been somewhere. If you see a picture of me and the word Footbags, it means Footbags was here. Anyways, this is Footbags live from the depths. I'm just yapping. Why? I don't know. Maybe I had something to yap about. Let's make some beats instead. Let's do that. Let's be in these depths for the reason the depths are here. The beats. Let's come on this way. Come on. Come with me. Come with me over here. We're going to start in this area, this zone. Oh, no. Hold on. Before anything else, if the dogs don't bark, we're shutting it down. We're not shutting it down. We're good. Let's spin back this way. Come on. Come with me. Come over here. Come over yonder. I got a story to tell you. I don't. We're gonna find some drums. That's the story. It's a house of lies here in the depths. Just a house of lies. Just a cold house of lies. There we go. We got one bar looping. Sometimes, let's slow it down even more. Right about there. Are we clipping? No, we're going to keep it at that volume over here. We're going to turn it up more over here. Come over this way. Come this way. We're gonna do this. We're gonna press this button. We're gonna do our standard. If anybody's interested, you're probably not, but I'm gonna say it anyways because I would find this interesting. The first thing I've grown accustomed to do when we find the drums is I'll usually say something like, "Let's dirt these up," or like, "Let's put some stank on this." You know, let's grime it up a bit. Let's pump up the volume and grittiness, whatever. Blah blah blah. Let me tell you what I'm actually doing. Everything you see, all the noisemakers, all the samplers, all the sound sources or whatever, everything goes through the 404 SX. The Chaos pad, which you can't see, well, you can probably see its lights, this little light show blinking under there, and then the looper. So everything and anything can hit those 3 points, and these are all, multi-effect units to some extent. Some of the effects are usable. A lot of them are just there. They never get touched. I'll try them out once or twice and be like, okay, no need for that. So, usually my kind of go-to chain of effects is, first and foremost on the 404, the first thing you see, the top left corner of these kind of hot buttons that get you to your effects quick is the filter plus overdrive, which is on right now. I keep the filter all the way open. I don't want to, it's going to get grimy enough. And then as we start cranking up the overdrive, we lose high end. So I turn up the drive to get some extra volume and grit. It grits it up quite a bit. And then to get a bit of that high end back, we just bring up the resonance a touch to get us some of that high end back. I don't want a lot. I'm not a big high end guy, especially in like drums and stuff, which is dumb because, hi-hats and shakers exist. I like filthy sounds. I like sounds that have been dulled down a notch, and basically what I'm doing right now. So that's step one. This is A. This is B. You can hear the difference already. We've gone from this nice, crispy, clear, well-recorded noise to something a little filthier. Like it might have been on tape. Who knows? And then step two, in the Chaos pad, I just use one of the compressor settings very, very subtly, and it just kind of lifts it up a little bit more. You get more of those kind of background noises kind of being brought up to the forefront ever so slightly. And after that, once we hit the looper, if it needs more volume, I'll add one of these preset dynamics. They're like preset compressor settings that you cannot change, and sometimes you just will not find one that sounds good with what you're working with. And if it doesn't need the volume boost, I'll do something else. We got digital reverb on deck. We got some modulation. But for drums, I'm looking for loudness, compression, just squish everything together and gel it all into this tight little knot, and volume boost. I probably already said that, but that's the main shit. That's what I do when I'm like, all right, we're gonna give this like the Footbags treatment or whatever. Those kind of three key elements are how we end up with this gross sound that once I go to mix it, I'm like, why? Why did I do this? I don't have the frequencies to play with that would give me more flexibility. And the whole low and low mid range of my mix is just this muddy wash of crap. But while I'm doing this and in the moment, it sounds good in my headphones. So we barrel forward in that style. Let's get this on tape. Let's get this moving. That was a good loop. Sausage fingers are on point this evening. And if anybody's wondering, I'm referring to my own fingers that are like sausages that come out of the palms of my hands. So I'm referring to my sausage fingers. It's usually whether or not I pressed the loop button at the right time, or if I'm triggering a sample at the right time. And if I don't, then sausage fingers have failed me. But when things go well, sausage fingers are saving the day. Sausage fingers don't fail me now. Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking a lot. I don't know why. I mean, I usually just blah, blah, blah aimlessly, but for some reason, it just feels right this evening to just go a little extra. I don't know why. Maybe we'll shut up for a while and just make some beats. This is from one of the Marco Polo sample packs. Is it the pad? He did the Pad Thai series for NPCs, I believe. I like that noise. Put that on tape. Let's get some things on tape. Let's put it over here so we can have a bass line on track 2 as we do. This is going to be some multiples of the original loop because the original loop is quite short. Set it to 8. We didn't even put any sprinkles on that. That's just straight up. Thank you, Marco Polo. Let's not turn it backwards. That's what I was just doing. If the dogs are speaking to me, we're working in the key of C sharp. okay, let me turn some of those off. Now that we think we're in the key of C sharp, we can mosey over to Basstown, USA, where the bass lives, and just fart out a quick and nasty little bass tone on this. So far, this is a masterpiece. This is the best thing I've ever made. I like the last thing we just put down. This little zipping and zooping, backwards sounding type noise. You know me and backwards noises. We're friends. Me and backwards noises are tight. We're good buddies. Backwards noises are what's up. If you thought forward noises were cool, try backwards noises. They're great. All right. Let's wake this monster up. Dial up his maximum fart setting of bass tones. Here's the question. C sharp doesn't sound right, but the fifth, what is that? The G sharp. G sharp might be the ticket. Maybe we're going to be in the key of G sharp this evening. I only know some music theory. I'm no whiz on the keyboards and the transpositions and finding the relative minors of major scales and whatnot, but on good days I can be like, that note is this note, and that means I can play this other note and it won't sound terrible. I mean volume. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise.
That's on tape. Whoa.
That's on tape. Whoa. That's on tape. Comma. Whoa. Listen for subliminal messages in the dog bar. They're there. Trust me. Or no, I don't know. back in. Let's rein it back in. My name is Footbags, and this is live from the depths. Make no mistake. Having serious doubts about when that first noise that we based, oh, we're in this key this evening, blah, blah, blah. It's just sounded more and more off. Every single time I hear it. Remember when I was like, oh, I know enough music theory to be like, if it's this note, then I can play that note, and it won't sound bad together. Yeah, those sounded kind of bad together. So on good days, I can do that, and every other day, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Life lessons with Footbags. If it's one of those days when it works, hey, take advantage. Take advantage of that. If it's one of those days where it don't, try anyways. If it don't, try again tomorrow. Maybe it will. It's not the end of the world. Unless it's the end of the world, then, try a little harder. Maybe panic a little bit. I'm going to leave you guys with this for just one hot second, and then we'll come back and let's do something else. Let's not completely take it back to 3+ years ago in these depths, but a little more in that vein where the beats were swift. We would come up with an idea, we'd put it on tape, and we'd move on to something else very quickly. Over the span of like an hour and 15 minutes, we'd make like 7 beats. Now we're averaging 2 in like an hour, hour and a half. There was even a while where I was just working on 1. We'd see how far we could go with it, take it to weird places. It was a lot of just spaced out shit like this, like you're hearing right now, and that's okay. But yeah, I'll be back in a hot second. You guys hold tight, grab a snack. headphones, but I was standing on the cord. That could have been disastrous. You guys probably can't tell from what's happening back here on the Wacky Wall, but it is in fact the scene in Bluesing Sorgles where everybody's farting around the campfire. So that's exciting. That's a highlight of the evening. It's just a bunch of purpley, green, blue blobs to you guys, which is exactly what I want for you. That's weird to say, but it's true. It's true. It's what I want it to look like for you guys. 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 All right. So this one's been looping along for a significant amount of time. Let's save this one to tape. Make sure it's on tape. And then carry on. Proceed to find a nice piece of blank tape. Put some more stuff on tape. This one's being put on tape right now. Watching the status bar of tape fill up, denoting how much of it's on tape. It's entirely on tape. All right. That's a masterpiece if I ever heard one. Believe me, I have. I've heard a masterpiece before. Ripley's Believe It or Not. I like that noise. That's a good noise. Nice kind of grindy, robot-y sounding noise. What did it sound like originally? Okay. That's weird. There it is. That should be making it louder. Weird. All right. Weird things are happening. Weird things are happening with the looper right now. Let's go to some blank tape. Yeah, what the heck? Okay, legit. Okay. All right. We're gonna assume the looper's gonna survive, and we are gonna continue on. Let's begin again as we like to do. Come on this way. Come over around. Come around this side. Let's spin this way. Come over here. Come on over. We're going to find some drums once again. All right. Not in that folder, that's sound effects. Let's go. We had quick and relatively good success with that first beat we got here in our folder of 10 million classic breaks. Everything is pitched down to avoid the instant copyright strikes. I like what's happening right here. We might just grab a little slice of that.
You hear this?
like that loop, but I did not get the kick drum on the one. And that's something I would like to have in a drum loop. Didn't friggin' loop at all. That didn't loop at all. I want part of the second. It doesn't have as much of the ride symbol, I think. It switches from the ride symbol to the hi-hats. That's not the loop that I want. Let's sift through it one more time. I want more than that. More than that. It's got a janky loop point, but I kind of like that at this point. It's gonna add to what I'm going for. Michael Bisnow is in the place. What am I saying? Things are looking up. That's what I'm saying. We had a nice little Lopey John that went down first. We put it on tape quickly and moved on to the second piece, and that's what we're doing right now. I think we're going to use this with the janky little turnaround right there. Right there. I did just get my hair cut. Thank you. I'm not going to lie. This is like the third or fourth time in my adult life that another person, like a legitimate haircutting person, has cut my hair. I usually do it myself. That's why it's usually a just complete garbage pile on my head. A real skilled person took control, and I am pleased with the results. Let's make this sound more like this. Now let's take this and make it sound more like this. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's clean enough. We're making some jazz right about now. So if it's a little rough around the edges, that's A-okay. That's A-okay. I've just straight up always done that myself. Always cut my own mop. I don't even really know why. I just always have. It's led to a lot of doing what I can so that I don't have to put any work into it. With varying results. Varying results. Some better than others. The lack of effort is key, though. right off the hop, I'm thinking, let's get a taste of bass. I don't really know where from. We used the this robot right here last time. Maybe we can find a sample. Or I'm thinking we have had great success recently bringing the micro granny back into play with all its weird noises. Maybe we can take something it's gonna crank out, pitch it down, filter it, turn it into a randomized bass monster. By itself for a second so we can really appreciate what a garbled pile of crap that is and how great it sounds. Let's make some noise for the micro granny, ladies and gentlemen. You probably can't even see it. It's this little guy right here. It's just a little guy. It's just this little guy. It's hiding behind the 404, propped up against the bottom of the Chaos Pad. You can't even see it. It's made by Bastel Instruments. They're out of which European country are they out of? One of them. They make these just cool little boxes that do really just innovative stuff. Bastel Instruments, look them up. They do cool things. Well, they even reissued this little guy. They've got like a new version of it. Where are they out of? Czech Republic. Microphone check 1 2. Czech Republic. Yeah. Check them out. If you like the noise you're hearing right now, you too can achieve similar type noises with the Bastel Micro Granny in particular, but it's a granular synth. It works, it'll take your sample and it'll cut it and slice it, but it also, crazy bit crushing, and you can set different start and end points of both where the sample's gonna play and affect the slices that it's going to cut up and rearrange granularly, if that's even a friggin' word. And the result is this. I'll let it speak for itself. And it's a sampler. It's got a little microphone right on it. You can just carry it around with you. You can run on batteries, and you can just sample shit as you walk around. Mess that sound up royally. sometimes you gotta wade through just hours of trash to find that nugget. Which makes it all worthwhile. Just a whisper shy of 130 BPM, or I guess half of that would be at 65 beats per minute if you want to jam along at home. I'll be damned if I know what key that bass line's in. longer than the original loop. That's too many. That's going to be too much. Let's make it 8. Let's take 120 of those away. Set it to 8. It still wants to do 128 measures of the original one. It's still going. I set it to 8. It should have stopped a significantly long time ago. It's just not doing it. I mean, it's all right. All right, we got to do something about it. Let's just turn this off. Delete. Before anything crazy happens, I'm just going to put what we got so far on tape. Because with this technology, sometimes things implode on themselves. Now. Oh, see, here's the problem. I set it to be 8 measures instead of 128 measures. But it's not either of those two. Right now it says 32. I don't know how we got from 8 to 32, but we did. Let's set it to 8 again. See if it takes this time. It still says 8. Let's give it a try. Something is up. Something is amiss. It's doing it again. All right. As soon as I hit the stop button, it changes from 8 to 32. Maybe let's just set it to default auto. Let's see if it can sort itself out. Hey, track 4. Sort yourself out. Get your shit together. We need you, bud. Come on. Still not doing it. Right now it's only supposed to go literally like twice around of this drum loop, and it's still going. It's still recording. If I hit stop. Oh right, it's progress. This time instead of being 32 measures, it's only 16. We're getting there. We're working our way back to 1. This is your chance. This is your chance to shine. Do what you were programmed to do, damn it. No dice. It should have done it already. Alright, now, here's the real question. Will it still say 16 just use track 3. Already got one track of meandering nonsense. Do we really need another one? Would that benefit what we got going on? Or would it just give it a rest, Vinny? Would it just clutter things up too much? Really, there's only one way to find out. We must carry on. We must find some other sort of meandering, non-repetitive sound. We won't run it through the same chain of washy distortions and what have you. We have enough of that as is. You know what we need to do? Well, this might not be the look because it's going to be a long loop, but let's try. We're gonna tag in Fringe Guts. We're gonna wake him up, tag him in. I'm gonna turn off the mic so I can switch chords without making it crackle and pop. I think I found the problem with track 4. Turns out the last time I used track 4 on this patch, it was, I told it to do exactly what it was doing. It was in fact following protocol, and I just needed to change it back, which I've now done. So let's utilize track 4 to its fullest potential. By putting some weird ass noises on it. Let's go. Vinny.
That's right.
telling you. The biggest ones. I can only assume space would include things like gravity. What would you even do? I don't spend enough time thinking about what I would do interdimensionally. Should I ever find myself free of the bonds of time and space? Would I just do regular stuff? Would regular stuff not be possible? Until it happens, who cares? I'll deal with that at that time. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You tell him. You tell him. The real question is, what would Vincent Price do if he was free of the bonds of time and space? Yeah, just like that. Just like that suggestion right there. You tell him, Vinny. What would he do? Would he entertain everyone with a tale of the macabre? Maybe. It's kind of his thing. Or I think the real answer to all these questions is there are more options than my simple mind is currently aware of. That's the long and short of it. But man, do I know how to make these weird ass noises. So I got that going for me. Everything you're hearing right now is made by these three little friends right here in front of me. These kind of some of the smallest pieces of gear in this pile of chaos. We got the micro granny, this little guy. Then we got Fridge Guts. He's a pretty little guy too, and he relies on his little brother Cork drum machine that he sits on top of to feed him sync. I think this might be the smallest little guy. This is the bleep drum. This thing makes some weird ass noises for such a little guy. All right, what we need to really be doing right now, bringing it down to half volume. Well, the micro granny and Fridge Guts, which is his real name is Rumble of Ancient Times by Soma Laboratories, but it's made out of old fridge parts, so this one's been named Fridge Guts. As they serenade us into the evening. Well, shit. We've even gone to the next feature on the wacky wall behind us. We were watching Blorzing Zoodles by Mal Brokes, and now we've moved on to Coob, which is a Canadian flick. I mean, you can't tell. You can't tell, but trust me. Anyways, This has been Footbags Live from the Depths, number 182. We're 182 depths is deep, and it's kind of, we're getting, the temperature's rising, we're getting near the core of the depths where it's hot. So, you know, we got a canary with us in case the stank gets too much and it passes out and we got to head up for air. We're taking precautions, don't worry. But 182 mostly subsequent Sundays, we've been in this room playing with these toys, making this wacky wall just burst your eyeballs. And that's what's up. We made a couple little pieces this evening, trying to let these robots shine where possible, trying to coax the goodness out of them where they would otherwise be unruly and chaotic. We did an okay job. Not the best job, but hey, we did an alright job. We're going to come back next Sunday by me, the royal we, because I have been Footbags, and I am Footbags, and I'm going to continue to be Footbags. So all of those guys, we're going to come back next Sunday. Maybe we'll do, I was saying earlier, I want to maybe spend a week going over all these beats I make on Koala Sampler on my phone, but I haven't even bothered to try and figure out how to decently get my phone screen on this screen so you can see what the hell is happening. That might happen next week. We'll see. Come on back, find out. Who knows? Who knows? It's a mystery. Other things on this Cold Rhymes Records Twitch that can be viewed and enjoyed is the actual Zinzerna Music Hour with P.T. Burnham, which is what it says it is right now, because I can no longer change what it says from my end. That's on Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here on this Cold Rhymes Twitch. Mans he's building these crazy machines, instruments with electromagnetic coils and stuff. Really cool stuff. Should definitely check out what's going down currently on the Zinzerna Music Hour. Yo, thanks for hanging out, Michael Bisnow. And weirdy is the most important term in that sentence. We did in fact get pretty friggin' weirdy this evening. It's a bit of residual Halloween weirdness that we were like really leaning into heavy like 2 weeks ago before Halloween hit, and now it's like, you know, you can't quit that cold turkey. You gotta kind of bring yourself back from the weirdy slowly but surely, sometimes with positive results. But yeah, I agree. And thanks for hanging out. Michael Bisnow and Dewey Drop. North Carolina, stand up. I'm going to ride the noise that's happening right now just off into the night. I hope the week ahead of everybody is just the friggin' best it possibly can be. And by the time I come back next Sunday, I'm going to say that again, because hopefully the week after will be even friggin' better. That's what's up. I'm going to go Footbags off into the night. I recommend everybody do the same, because it's a fun thing to do. Footbagsing anywhere is just great. And until next Sunday, when we come back again, peace and humptiness forever.